Puerto Rico, along with Greg Olson. Will Reichert will get this one started. And we're underway at legendary Lambeau Field. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Go play action with Love. Very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. He was trying to connect with Matthew Golden that time. And it'll bring up second down.
And this is where the timing of these passing game, you see guys, they call it routes on air, Mike. During the course of the week, there's no defense, nobody playing on coverage, but it's the timing. It's be on time, get your depth, be where the quarterback expects you to be, because then when the game starts, things get sped up just a little bit more for the quarterback. In this case, it's a perfect example. He's open, he tries to lead his guy, just puts a little too much in front.
And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line. A gain there of 11. Good for a Green Bay first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Ready.
On second down, Love. Catch is made by Romeo Dobbs. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. A gain there of 23 yards. First down, Packers.
Ready up.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's Love. That one down the field, but they cannot connect. And it's incomplete.
I like the aggressiveness early in the game, right out of the gate. Make the defense realize we are going to challenge you downfield. And what that does is it opens everything else up. Now, you got to hit a couple of these, and don't be surprised if they go back to a deep shot here pretty quickly.
And he's got the rookie out of Texas, Matthew Golden. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up third and
3. Seventh play of this opening drive, and here's third down.
Here we go. Shot. Black 40.
We'll try to run it here with Jacobs. First down and more inside the 20. They continue to roll, continue to move the chains. That was a gain of 15. Love to throw on first and 10. That's to the sideline and intercepted. Picked off by the veteran, Harrison Smith. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and say there's ever a good time to throw a red zone interception, but in this case, it's the first half. You have the rest of the game to get yourself back down here in the red zone and make up for that miscue, because next time they get down here, they got to be a lot more careful when they decide to air it out.
And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down. So, first and 10 here now at the 38.
At the 38-yard line.
60 Bison. 60 Bison.
But we'll play action here with McCarthy. A dive and a catch. Incredible. How about this sequence to start the drive? Back-to-back good gains. 19 for this one.
With wide receivers, I think we spend so much time like talking about their speed and their route running, and of course that's critical, but the ability to not only catch the ball, but to concentrate on the bad throws. We used to have a saying, you get paid to catch the bad ones, and saw a great example of it here, laying out, going down to get this ball, holding on through contact with the ground, and it's a big-time play.
They'll have the first down. It's a gain of 28.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
This is Joe. Not much there. Maybe a yard.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Again, it's Jones. And, oh, they smack him down there. Big hit right at the line. No gain. Trying to keep this drive moving when it's 3rd and 8. In motion, it's Jefferson. To the air on 3rd down is McCarthy. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 17-yard line.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Reichard's kick is good. And the Vikings will take a 3-0 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
So after the field goal to open up the scoring, the kicker's back out for this kickoff. This is fielded inside the 5. Now an opening past the 30. Terrific return. He's taken down just shy of midfield.
On the ready. Ready.
On the ground is Jacobs to start the drive. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down.
He's taken down at the 50-yard line.
Ready.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Ready.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Great job here by this linebacker, Mike. There was no reading and reacting. From the snap, he was attacking. Meets the ball carrier right at the line of scrimmage. No gain.
And that is incomplete.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down? It's something these teams stressed all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
Nearly a good one. A hit at the 6, but continues in the end zone. It's a touchback. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. On play action, here's McCarthy. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. What to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first, and they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play. Moore going in motion. They'll fake the give, and now it's McCarthy. And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Ball's incomplete. The intended receiver was Justin Jefferson. Now it's going to be 3rd down. Man in motion, heading right. On 3rd and long, here's McCarthy. He's looking for room on the edge, but could not find any. They track him down behind the line. And it's fourth down. So on fourth down, out comes Ryan Wright to punt for Minnesota. Keyshawn Nixon, the return man. Oh, yeah. Oh, hello. He is stopped in his tracks on that one. They made sure that return was not going any farther.
Ready up. Let's go now. Red, 30 seconds.
Now there's a throw out wide. Hey, this might be a double pass. That's going to be incomplete. Looks like they had it for a second. They went into the bag of tricks. It almost worked. It's second down.
Second and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
Love. The Vikings have done it.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8 at their 48-yard line.
From a couple of yards shy of midfield, here's second and 8. From the gun, here's McCarthy. Into the familiar hands of Justin Jefferson. The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Play action now. It's McCarthy. He'll let this go. Deep for Jefferson. And he's in. Justin Jefferson. Touchdown, Vikings. And he continues to be a focal point of this offense. Now 10 touchdown catches for him on the year. Reichert out now following the touchdown as he kicks this one away. A safe kick taken at the 5. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30.
At their own 29-yard line.
Ready, set. Set, hut. Ready.
On play action, Love. That one's down the field, but it is incomplete.
Second down.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and also give some credit to the back end, doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
A big-time run by Jacobs, and even 30 yards.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
We begin quarter number 2. The Packers have the football.
Ready, ready.
They'll come up first and 10 at the 40 as we are ready to get back underway. That one too far out in front to be brought in, and it's incomplete. Josh Jacobs was the intended receiver, and it'll lead to a second down.
Ready, ready.
From the gun, it's Love. He finds Caden Reed for the grab. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. 15 yards pickup there. Good for a Green Bay first down.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Come on, set.
On the bootleg, it's Love. Forced out wide. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down.
4 yards. That's another Packers first down.
Here's Jacob. He'll be wrapped up there down at the 3-yard line. A little closer. Here's second and goal.
Gain of 3.
Opposite.
Brings
Three.
up second
Ready?
and goal.
Jacob will score. Touchdown. Packers.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. A return now from the 4. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line.
At their own 33-yard line.
On first down, here's McCarthy. A throw behind his man. Can't reel it back in. And that'll go down as an incompletion.
Seems like there was some miscommunication that time. They clearly weren't on the same page. That's something that they've got to get on the sideline and get corrected as soon as possible, because I think they just missed out on what could have been a big play.
He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down. McCarthy from the gun here on third. In trouble, and down he goes. Devontae Wyatt. He's in to drop him for a sack, and that will bring up fourth down. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over.
At their own 29-yard line.
Ready, set. Let's check, huh?
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He's going to go deep, looking for Reed. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25. A big play to kick off this drive. 47 yards.
Here we go. Here we go. Yellow, 22.
First and 10 at the 24.
On first down, it's Love. Inside the 10, it is caught. He'll be taken down, but just like that, they are in business. It's first and goal.
Packers first down. First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Here's a run. Down to the 4, it'll be second and goal.
At the 4-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up second and goal.
Here we go. Ready.
One more time, it's Jacobs. And he's going to go backwards, taken down at the 6. Third and goal.
On the play. It's third down and goal to go.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. That one, taken in. Jaden Reed. Touchdown, Green Bay. That is 16th touchdown of the year. This great season throwing the ball continues. That last TD pass, number 40 on the year.
Makes the score Packers 14. Vikings 10.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 5. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
bootleg. It's McCarthy. Exiting the pocket right. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
First down. A gain of 11 on the play.
A run. It's Jones. And he'll get forward for about a yard. Devon Bullard there on the tackle.
Brings up second and
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 9. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. This one intercepted. Picked off by Keyshawn Nixon. And he's going to be out of bounds, but quite a turn of events here. He has set up the offense with 1st and goal.
intercepted. They'll take over 1st down
Let's go
and
now.
goal at the 9-yard line.
32.
Here's Love. His throw on 1st down is going to be incomplete.
So after their defense gives them a gift on their last drive and gets them the ball back and on the field, they nearly return the favor following that dangerous throw of their own. And at this point, they're lucky to walk away with just an incompletion.
They'll run out of the gun with Jacobs. And this defense trying to stiff it. He gets back to the line, and that is its 3rd and goal coming up.
Come on. Ready.
Out of the shotgun. It's Love. He's got it at the 3. To the goal line and in. Matthew Golden. Touchdown tackler. Extra point by McManus. Up and good. And the Packers are out to a 21-10 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes the return. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Off the play fake, it's McCarthy. Open man downfield, it's Addison. A great connection there. They're going to bring it down inside the 35-yard line. So a big one there to start the drive. 45 yards.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's McCarthy. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Xavier McKinney. Nice job there on that return. Gives them breathing room up past the 30-yard line.
Ready. Hut.
We'll go play action with Love. Out to his right. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
Now, Jacobs. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that. As the 2nd charge timeout from Minnesota. Talk things over before 3rd down.
Down. Hut.
Throwing is Love. To the left side and taken in by Golden. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
33. Ready.
Here's Love. This is intercepted. Picked off by Theo Jackson. And he is going to score. A We saw it earlier, the defense on the quarterback with the earlier interception. And now, Greg, not only do they pick them, they turn it into a pick six.
And, Mike, the reality is this has just been a bad first half throwing the football. I mean, not only is it a second interception, but this time the defense gets their hands on the ball, and they're able to take it all the way back for the pick six.
Reichert out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. We'll go ahead and just seed the touchback here. This ball over the back line. It'll come out to the 35.
Ready, break. Here we go.
Love to throw it on first down. Now he'll air one out, and that is incomplete.
You know, Mike, there's the saying in the NFL, take what the defense gives you. But that's not always the case. Sometimes you have to force a ball downfield. Show the defense you are willing to take big shots. Even though they weren't able to connect, it's going to have an impact the rest of the game.
And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll run with Jacobs. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Here we go, back.
At the 42-yard
Yellow,
line.
22. Ready?
Back to throw is Love. Right side. Catch made by Dobbs. And he's going to have a first down. They get into field goal range here at the 29.
And the Packers, first down.
Set, ready.
1st and 10
Blue,
at the
32.
29-yard line.
Ready.
We'll get this out wide. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down. Second down and 3.
Brings
Set,
up
cut.
2nd and 3.
10 black.
22-yard line.
Ready?
To throw is Love. He's got it inside the 5. And he will get into the end zone. Matthew Golden. Touchdown, Green Bay. So 2 touchdowns for him in this one. Numbers 12 and 13 on the year. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer. Because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. This fielded at the 2. He'll get across the 20, mark him down 23-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
They'll put Addison in motion. Throwing here on 1st and 10 is McCarthy. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Slot man gonna move in motion left. On 2nd down, here's McCarthy. And for the 3rd time in this first half, he's been intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Xavier McKinney. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And these are the throws that are really holding the offense back right now, Mike. He just has to make better decisions because you're not going to win many games when you turn the ball over at this rate.
Brandon McManus and the field goal unit come on. The Vikings go ahead and use their final timeout, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. The Packers going to call out the field goal unit. This from 45 yards away.
45-yard attempt.
McManus's kick is good. And the Packers can tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half. So 2 seconds left to play, and the kick's away. Price now to return it. And he's going to be taken down. That is going to do it for us in this first half. Interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. First and 10, it's McCarthy. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first. And they'll get together prior to the second down play. From the gun, here's McCarthy. Moving outside the pocket. Off he goes. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. He is dangerous when a play breaks down. A pickup of 18.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
Here's first and 10. From the shotgun, it's a throw for McCarthy. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked up by Andrew Cooper.
Well, Mike, I think it's pretty clear what the message was by this head coach at halftime. He said, listen, guys, we're behind. We're trailing. We're going to come out early in this second half and be aggressive from the get-go and cut into this deficit. But oftentimes, reckless decision-making, over-aggressive play calling leads to turnovers. Now, this defense finds themselves heading back out onto the field a little earlier than expected, but they need to hold serve and keep this score right where it is.
Here we go. Here we go. 33. Yellow. Set. Cut.
On play action, Love. He'll get rid of it and complete it. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
They do a really nice job of taking everything away initially, but you have to keep the quarterback in the pocket, especially if you're playing man coverage. You simply can't ask your coverage unit to match up and cover that long.
Down. Set.
Off the play fake. Here's Love. They'll take a shot downfield from Musgrave.
They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ends up being a wasted down.
On second down, Love. This one on target, it's gone.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
He's hit after the catch to the ball, comes free. The Vikings have got it. He works free, right side. And he is going to bring this one back. It is a fumble recovery for a defensive touchdown. you talked about it all week. Not just stop them with the defense, but make impact plays, and that is as big a play as you can ask for.
Yeah, and across the league, Mike, this continues to be a huge point of emphasis. Every defensive coach starts practice with takeaway circuits. How can we find ways to take the ball away? In this case, they forced the fumble, scoop, score, 6 points. It doesn't happen often in the NFL, Mike, but there is nothing better when the entire stadium, the opposing team, everybody knows what play is coming, and they still can't stop it. Man, what a feeling for an offense, and it's exactly the case here.
Terrific return. He's taken down just shy of midfield.
At their own 46-yard line.
Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10.
Set, hut. 52, ready.
Love to throw. No catch is made. This is Tucker Kraft. They're going to work this down inside the 45.
And the Packers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Here's Jacobs. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Running back looked a little unsure of himself on that carry there, Mike. You have to think back to that fumble earlier in the game. How much is that still weighing on his mind? He didn't really seem to attack that hole like we've seen in the past. He gets stopped. No gain.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. A gain of 16 yards. First down, Packers.
First down.
Set,
1st
ready.
and 10 at the
Once again, it's Jacobs. He'll push forward for about a yard. Blake Cashman up from the linebacker spot to make the tackle.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first stride, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain. They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Got his man at the 6. And he will get into the end zone. Christian Watson. Touchdown, Packers. That is 2nd TD catch of the season. McManus on for the point after. The kick is good. And the Packers will extend this 3rd quarter lead.
38, Vikings 25. Brendan McManus to kick off.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This returnable from the 4. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line.
Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
On 1st down, here's McCarthy. That's caught downfield by Jefferson. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
And the Vikings, first down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
McCarthy now to throw on 1st and 10. Throw here down the field will fall incomplete. He was looking for Jordan Addison that time. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off from their execution and leads to an incompletion.
And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8.
We tend to make NFL offense very complicated, Mike, but sometimes it's as simple as this. Get the ball into the hands of your playmakers and just let them do the rest.
Third and 2, and here's McCarthy. And he'll take it on in. Justin Jefferson. Touchdown, Vikings. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
The Vikings will line up.
On play action, here's McCarthy. That is caught. And they get the two-point conversion.
I know it sounds like I'm being biased, Mike, but I'm really not. Down here this close to the end zone, especially on two-point tries, the size, the length, the athleticism, and matchups these tight ends can create, man, they are a tough handle, and it leads to 2 points.
This one taken at the 7. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10. Now, faking the give. Oh, fine work there defensively. Got that hand in there. That pass is incomplete. Jaden Reed was the intended target, and it'll be 2nd down.
And at this stage of the game, it's both teams that are really seeing who can make the big play to swing the game in their favor, and this time it's the defense. He's able to get his hands on it. Like, I think they're lucky he wasn't able to get both hands on it because it could have been even a bigger play. All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it, but I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
And he'll get this up to about the 28.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense, and right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
This brought in out past the 20. And this winds up a very nice return. He's able to get up past the 40-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 43-yard line.
Off the bootleg, it's McCarthy. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field.
The pressure, too much, and he goes down. Micah Parsons in there to record his 2nd sack of the afternoon and number 6 on the year. So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. They'll put Addison in motion. On 3rd and long, here's McCarthy. Searching for some kind of seed to go forward. It's not there. They get him behind the line. 4th down coming up. It'll be a punt coming from the Vikings. As this drive went backwards, he's on to kick it away. And this will not turn out to be a good return. Forced backwards, and they get it out of bounds.
At their own 13-yard line.
On the ready. Come on, set. Ready?
We'll go play action with Love. On the run to the right. He's going to go deep. Looking for Reed. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's 2nd down.
Here we go. 45. White.
Out of the shotgun. It's Love. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
This defense is vulnerable in a few areas along the back end, but none of that will matter if this protection can't do a better job holding up long enough that they can find some of these open receivers that have been able to separate. He just doesn't have the time to get him the ball. The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that first down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up fourth down, and we're going to have to punt it away.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football.
The 50-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's McCarthy. A throw left side, but it's incomplete.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many.
And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Play Walker in there to drop him as he records his 5th sack of the year. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. Looking down the field, but that ball's incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
That's going to be out of bounds, no return. And the drive's going to start just inside the 20-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll be taken down. A big pickup on what will be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So, no shortage of offense in this one as we end the 3rd. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. Now it looks like we have an injured Packer player on the field. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. On the ground is the first carry for Marshawn Lloyd. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
Throwing on 2nd down, Love. That's to the left side and taken in by Golden. Get about 6 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Here's a 3rd down and 4.
Here we go. Here we go. Blue 32 set.
From the gun, it's Love. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete.
And this game almost just flipped completely on his head. You find yourself with a lead, just trying to milk the clock away in the 4th quarter, and that's a gift. And that defender just flat out drops the ball, and if he's able to secure that takeaway, this game looks very different for this offense. They're just trying to extend the lead here, and this is definitely one they're going to want to have back.
The drive begins with a carry by Jones. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. If he gets a yard out of that one, it's second down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 42-yard line.
To throw, it's McCarthy. Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to complete.
This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. It'll be a punt coming up for the Vikings. He forced a punt, trailing here in the fourth quarter. Oh, how about the coverage there? Met and dropped before he can get a return go. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10.
Come on, set. 60 red. 60 red. Ready.
On the bootleg, it's Love. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
At the 19-yard line.
Here we go. Cut.
Second down throw for Love. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. Tucker Kraft was the intended receiver there. And third down coming up. Now Love. This one up top for Dobbs. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. That is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down.
1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's McCarthy. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's McCarthy. Escaping to his left. 20-yard pickup there. It'll be a Vikings 1st down.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
First and 10. To throw is McCarthy. Here comes the screen to Jones. And they finally catch up with him, but it's a big play, taking it into the red zone. A big one here in the 4th quarter. 37 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, it'll set up second down. From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
There isn't much room for error when operating inside the red zone. The field is really condensed. Those throwing windows become a lot tighter and forces your quarterback to make some really highly contested throws. And as we just saw, those aren't always going to go your way.
And that is incomplete. He was looking for T.J. Hawkinson on that one. And it's going to bring up fourth down.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on third down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up fourth down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6?
That is caught. And he's going to pick up the Vikings first down. It's going to be a gain of 13 as they convert by a good 3 yards on fourth down.
Vikings, first down.
Go. Will take it in. Touchdown. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that fourth quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
And that is incomplete. They get the touchdown, take the lead, but it remains a 1-point game. So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown, time to kick it back the other way. This taken at the 5. He'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop.
At their own 22-yard line.
Ready.
So first and 10 now. They'll start from the 22.
Set.
On the ground, it's Jacobs. He skips away nicely for that first defender. It's a pickup of 5.
At this point, we're going to need 2 hands to count for how many yards he's averaged in this one, Mike. But unfortunately, it just hasn't been enough to overcome the deficit here at this stage of the game.
Now a shot here, deep middle. And for a third time today, he's intercepted. Picked up by the veteran, Harrison Smith. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Well, with this guy might lose a little bit, Mike, as he gets long in the tooth. He certainly makes up for it in experience. You're not going to be able to do a lot of things to trick him on the back end. He reads this play right from the jump, makes a great break on the ball, and if that ball hits his hands more times than not, it's going to be a takeaway.
That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
Throwing on second down is McCarthy. Forced to his right. He bought as much time as he could, but he will finally be taken down. Rashawn Gary. He gets in there to drop him for a big loss. And now it's third and long.
Come on, set. Ready.
From the gun, it's Ritter. Tries to get that one down the field, but it is incomplete.
A little miscommunication there. Now brings up third down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
So just under 2 minutes here in this one. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They'll drop to throw. Get this over the middle to Golden. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. Here's 2nd down.
At the 21-yard line.
Now Love. Defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
3rd down and 2.
Let's go. Hut.
They'll run here. And he will have a Packers 1st down by a couple of yards. Give him 4 yards. It was 3rd and 2 as they convert.
And the Packers 1st down.
Here's Love to throw. To track the tight end downfield. A gain of 21 on that pass play. Good for a Green Bay 1st down.
1st down. 1st
Here we
and
go.
10 at the 46-yard line.
On play action, Love. Moving to his right. He'll get rid of it and complete it.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. Double as good there. They get the 1st down and save a timeout.
Ready, set.
To throw is Love. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds.
This is why the timing of these routes...
No challenge flags in the last 2 minutes from the sideline. All second looks will come from replay. And I think the referee's been buzzed here to get another look at this call. And it is a big one. So that is what you want. I know sometimes it takes time, but they do get it right, and this call will stand.
Ready.
On 2nd down, Love. This one is caught by Reed. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. That's a second charge timeout for Minnesota. About just 50 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. They still have all 3 timeouts, and here we go with 1st and 10. They'll run. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike. And you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched. And an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
This is caught. He's got it. And they tack 2 more onto their lead.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in that landing zone, the ball only comes out to the 20-yard line. They'll come up for 1st and 10.
Black shot. Set.
From the shotgun, it's Ritter. That's caught left side by Hawkinson. Here comes 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Out of the gun, it's Ritter. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
Come on, set.
They'll put Addison in motion.
Ready?
Ritter. Jefferson. A pickup there of 19 yards. First down, Minnesota. The Vikings go ahead and use their final timeout, and they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. They'll put Addison in motion. On 1st and 10, it's Ritter. That's to the left side, taken in by Jefferson. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. Pressure time, no timeouts to stop the clock as they get set here for a big first down. He'll go right back to Jefferson. They connect again. 17 yards as they hook up again and pick up the first.
Ready.
Play action, it's Ritter. Inside the 10, it is caught. And he is out of bounds. Now, 1st and goal.
First down.
Yellow, 43.
First and goal at the 8-yard
Dog
line.
red. Cut.
Here we go. One final play. And that's going to be incomplete. The defense holds here in the final minute, and they're going to get out of here with a victory. So, it's a win for the Packers. They get the home victory here in the division in the first of their 2 scheduled matchups. Have a chance to go for the season sweep on the road later in the season. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Oaks. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Packers are winners as we say so long from legendary Lambeau Field.